Hello, today 42 out of 100. And today I had a. Today's been kind of similar to yesterday. I slept in a bit. Well, I also slept pretty late, so slept a little late and then woke up a little late and got ready in a bit of a rush, which I haven't had to do in a bit, but that was actually pretty fine. And had a quick breakfast. Yesterday I took some time with making breakfast, but today I just made a quick little bowl of cereal. And yeah, I did my meetings, which went pretty well. And actually, I really liked today's meetings a lot more because they were more sort of like one was a meet and greet, sort of, and the other one was just a time for me to really focus on just learning and kind of the guy that I was having a meeting with asked some really good questions and helped me reframe my perspective on how I'm going to be approaching my work. And that was incredibly helpful. And so I'll be spending some time thinking about those for a little bit. Actually, not for a little bit, probably just going forward. I think I'll be taking his advice and trying to approach my work in a different way, in a more thoughtful way. So that was really cool. That was a cool meeting, which was nice because originally I was a little bit nervous to have a meeting with him in particular because he has a bit of a stronger personality, definitely more of like a he seems like the kind of guy that'll like point out if you're just saying nonsense, and if something's not clear, instead of just skimming over it, he'll ask you more directly, like, what did you mean by that? And it kind of forces you to have to really know what you're saying and be a little more intentional with your words. And I was a little bit nervous about being confronted about something that I didn't know what I was talking about, but that actually ended up being okay. Like, I was just pretty honest about the way I was answering things, and he was able to provide feedback based on that, and it was pretty good. And today was the first time while being alone that I went and ate something from outside. I was originally planning on eating, I don't know, like some Chick-fil-A or like a burger, but I just opted for one of these fast casual sort of to go, like, make your own bowl kind of places. And that ended up being a pretty nice meal. And that was nice. And I had a lot of dishes from the day before that I was kind of not looking forward to doing, but after I ate, I just did those, and that ended up not actually taking that long, which is good. I need to be reminded that dishes aren't dishes aren't such a big deal. And today I just wanted to record this a little sooner because while I was doing work and just finishing up, I had a thought about what I wanted to talk about. And that was the fact that yesterday when I recorded my video talking about how I spent a lot of my day gaming, I felt myself being afraid to be judged about the way I was spending my time. Particularly with my brother. I was, if watching this, hi. I got nervous, or I got like a little bit anxious about, like, oh, like, what is he gonna think if he knows I spent like 8 hours gaming today? And I feel like this happens a lot where I tend to worry that the first person that'll judge me when I spend time like this, other than myself, is my brother, because I've always looked at him as a very, like, just like on top of his shit and just super responsible, like mega just big brother vibes. And so I don't know, like maybe I'm afraid to disappoint him, or uh like I'm afraid to not be like him. I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit of both of those. And so, yeah, when I was talking about the gaming, I wasn't being honest about it. I wasn't being on. I'm pretty sure I gamed for like, I'm pretty sure I gamed for like 11 hours yesterday. And I still like, I try to, like, even 8 hours is bad, but I cut off like 2, 3 hours because I just needed to, in some way, like make it a little bit more manageable for me to share the thing that I was like slightly ashamed about. And today when I was sitting down and doing my work, that just like randomly came to mind, like, oh, like I wasn't, like I couldn't, I like felt uncomfortable being honest about that yesterday. And so I wanted to talk about that because shortly after I had that thought, I pretty quickly just like recuperated and told myself like I don't need to feel that way. Like if anything, there's a pretty good chance that he would just be happy that I like was able to enjoy the fun time that I was having, because that's like something that he's emphasized to me multiple times, is just to like when I have fun, just like have fun. Like don't try to let like the stress of work or the stress of being productive like seep into every single thing I do. And so like I pretty quickly was like, okay, yeah, like I don't need to feel this way about, like I don't need to feel worried that he's going to be judging me about this, because I just don't. And so like I felt fine about that, and I just wanted to talk about that today because I feel like I just I didn't like the way I felt yesterday when I was recording yesterday's video, because I just like wasn't being honest. And so today I just wanted to take the chance to just be real with myself and with everyone watching and just say I, I fucking gamed for like 11 hours yesterday and it was super fucking fun. And so yeah, I I had a pretty productive day today as well. Spent a lot of time just in the meetings and taking a lot of notes and doing some research and responding to emails. And I'm probably gonna game soon, but before that, I'm gonna do some reading. I'm just gonna chill out, turn on some music, do some reading, and I already cleaned up around the house today, which felt good. And so yeah, I think I'll just spend the rest of the day relaxing. And that's also another reason I wanted to record this video now, pretty early in the day, because I just like yesterday when I was gaming, I was a little bit distracted from that because I was worried like, oh, I'm gonna have to record my video later. I should like be careful of the time, and I wasn't that careful of the time, but I was just like I was worried about it. So getting this out of the way early today, and gonna keep it short. And yeah, I think that's it. So thank you for watching for day 42 out of 100, and I will be back again tomorrow, and I will figure out how to cut these recordings a little more smoothly with this watch eventually. So goodbye.